What is Tabor? Tabor stands for the Taxpayers' Bill of Rights and was approved by voters in 1992. Among other things, this amendment generally limits the amount of revenue the state can retain and spend. Tabor allows the state to retain and spend an amount based on the prior fiscal year's actual revenue, or Tabor limit, whichever was lower, grown by Colorado inflation and population growth. When state revenue is above the Tabor limit, the surplus is refunded to taxpayers. Colorado currently uses 3 refund mechanisms, including the local government property tax exemption reimbursement, temporary income tax rate reduction, and state sales tax refund. The state sales tax refund, commonly known as the Tabor refund, is based on the amount of state revenue over the limit which is not refunded through other Tabor refund mechanisms allowed by law. How do you know if you're a qualified taxpayer? You must be a Colorado resident for the entire tax year, file your individual income tax return or PTC application on time, including extensions, and be at least 18 years old when the tax year began, or have a Colorado wage withholding or a Colorado income tax liability for the tax year. Please note that if you are incarcerated for 180 days or more in a federal or Department of Corrections prison, you are disqualified from receiving the Tabor refund. Senate Bill 24-228 created new refund mechanisms and made changes to how the state refunds Tabor surplus revenue to taxpayers. The Department of Revenue is responsible for administering the new refund mechanisms and changes in the bill. What this means for Tabor refunds during the 2025 tax filing season is the first refund mechanism will be to fund senior and veteran property tax exemptions. The second mechanism, as determined by this bill, is a temporary reduction in the state income tax rate. The state income tax rate is reduced to 4.25% for income tax year 2024 only, and future income tax reductions may occur depending on the amount of the surplus in future fiscal years. This reduction applies to individuals, fiduciaries, and estates, as well as businesses with a tax obligation for income tax year 2024. After the state income tax reduction, the remaining excess revenue will be refunded in the familiar 6-tier state sales tax refund. If you're not familiar, this mechanism grants taxpayers a refund according to where their adjusted gross income, or AGI, falls among 6 tiers. Lastly, the deadlines for claiming the 6-tier sales tax refund were amended by this bill. All qualified individuals may now claim the refund on a return or PTC grant application filed on or before the October 15th extension deadline. To learn more about Tabor, visit Tax.Colorado.gov/Tabor.